you are the lone voice of reason on CNN, and you take a lot of slings and arrows,
Yeah.
and you are unflappable.
Thank you.
You really are. And we were talking about it yesterday. We would
were.
not be so unflappable.
Yeah, I was like, I
You
don't
would be
know.
flapped.
We would be flapped.
You'd be flapping.
I the thing that I admire the most about you, Scott, is the fact that you don't yell.
Yeah.
I mean, when I hear what people are hurling at you, and I'm thinking, how does he not just scream at them?
Yeah.
It is a gift. You've been blessed.
Well, thank you all for your for watching. First of all, I assume you both watch live.
Well, we only-
every night.
every night.
Yes. Yes.
We only watch when we know that you're going to be on. I think that's like half the country. Really.
Yeah. But I've just decided that this job, the best way to deliver a message is calm, be prepared, and don't take the bait on what are invariably emotional arguments, anecdotal arguments, whatever the blue anon conspiracy theory of the day is. Just don't take the bait on this.
Yeah.
Be confident in what you're doing. And, the number one rule of punditry is you can't take it personally.
Right.
The people who get off the rails are the ones who take it personally. And you watch the show, and some people are really good at it, and some people just get really, really bent out of shape. They're the ones who take it personally. And to me, though, it's a debating show, and if you're trying to win a debate, you're never going to win it by yelling, engaging in too much crosstalk, or otherwise just sort of resorting to these sort of name-calling. I mean, the thing about the Trump era is interesting. A lot of liberal punditry just devolves into calling Trump names, and then by connection, if you're the Republican,
Right.
then you get called the names.
Of
And
course.
that's really how they debate every issue. Immigration, you're a racist.
Right.
Taxes, you're a racist. Foreign affairs, you're a Nazi.
Yeah.
They have sort of a standard set of arguments they go to. And honestly, I just think people are kind of tired of it. They're impervious to it. People are worn out with it, and they would rather hear you say a reasonable defense of or an explanation of why a choice was made. But so many liberals can't do it.
Well, and it is exactly why it sets you apart, because there's so many like viral moments that get posted with you responding to something, and it's like 15 years ago that would just be common, right?
Yeah.
But now it's viral because nobody else. I mean, the left is incapable of making a reasoned argument.
So many
and sounding
broken,
reasonable.
so many broken people.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Well,
broken.
that's a great way of putting it. I mean,
And people that you would have previously thought were reasonable, were credentialed, were academics, were journalists, were politicians, people that you would have thought, okay, this person is going to bring a reasonable sort of argument to the table, and they are totally broken. And it's amazing the number of people who fall into that category, and some Republicans
Yeah.
who became broken by Trump, and they're almost even worse than the libs.
And that's the thing is that I feel like
Not almost, they are.
They are. and it's almost as if the Never Trumpers decided, not only am I going to basically become a Democrat, I'm going to try to get to the left of the Democrats.
People who for years made their living, made tons of money running and working for and supporting pro-life candidates, people who believed in a strong military, people who believed in, sort of fundamental, conservative values, are now the most rabid, progressive liberals.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a reason other than, well, Trump.
Yeah.
And this explains why the Democratic Party has a 20% approval rating. The entire thing is defined about, well, if Trump is for it, we're against it.
Right.
The problem is a lot of the things he's for are really popular. In fact, most of the things he wants to do have popular support. So if you define yourself on the wrong side of all these issues, especially the 80-20 issues, you're going to wind up closer to 20 than 80, and that's what's happened to him.
Yeah.
You've been very, very consistent about pointing out those 20% issues that the left seems to be not just moving to the 20%, but going full on to 10.
Yes. I mean, of course, the number one set of them are cultural issues.
Yes.
Boys and girls sports.
Yes.
Boys and girls locker rooms. And they can't get off of it today. They've learned all the wrong lessons from the last election. That issue right there prevents them from having conversations with a huge chunk of America.
Huge chunk.
If I can't trust you not to put a boy in a teenage girl's locker room, how will I ever listen to your plan for taxes and the economy?
Right.
I will not, because I've already concluded you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
Well, but it also illustrates why young men and men in general are flooding towards the conservative side,
Yes.
because lunacy doesn't. You can't market lunacy,
No.
and most men who have daughters
Yeah.
and are seeing the debates that are happening on CNN with you and others, and you're the voice of reason on this issue, just espousing reason and common sense. And I think men in general see that and say, I can't understand why these people want to do this to my child.
I think a lot of women, a lot of moms, I think a lot of moms who would have previously thought of themselves as center left, maybe mostly vote Democrat, on that issue right there, and they've got daughters trying to play high school sports, or they aspire for their daughters to maybe play college athletics, they are not interested in them competing against boys. They're not interested in boys being in the locker room, and they're not interested in being told to shut up about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure
you look
too.
at these school boards, these school systems, treating the parents like they're the problem when they like say, well, wait a minute. You mean my daughter has to get spiked in the face by a volleyball? That's not fair. I mean, I remember back during the president's speech in March, and they had that poor young lady who had gotten, severe brain damage from this. And so he points her out. Trump, has been totally correct on this. And the Democrats couldn't even clap.
No.
They could not bring themselves
Sat
to
on their
clap
hands.
for some poor girl who'd been injured, and they couldn't do it.
Right.
It's so hard. It's so just politically stupid for them.
It really does baffle the mind, because you look at how many inroads the Democrats had made with suburban women.
Yeah.
And it's almost as if it's like, oh, wait a minute, we don't want your support. Let's pick the one thing that will
Yes.
repel you as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I've called it 80-20. It's like 95-5.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know too many people who are all in on this other than the professional Democrats. I think they're doing it on crime.
Yeah.
I think people want somebody to do something about crime. Whether you live in Washington or Chicago or wherever, people inherently know crime is an issue, and people inherently know that federal immigration law was not enforced the last 4 years.
Right.
They want somebody to do something about it. And now you have Democrats out here, treating illegal aliens, violent people, like they're the most important constituency group in the country.
Yeah.
And I think
literally calling them their constituents.
Yes. And average everyday people are like, I thought I was your constituent. I haven't killed. How many people do I need to murder to get your attention?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts to me but it's all because of Trump. I want to enforce the law. Well, we're going to stand up for the people who break it. It's that reflexive need to oppose him that's killing them.
It's TDS on steroids.
Yeah.